Warning: this article contains major spoilers for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. For nearly 3 decades, Luther Stickell has been the quiet anchor of the Mission Impossible franchise, the calm presence behind the computer, the loyal friend to Ethan Hunt, and one of the only characters to appear in every single film since the series began in 1996. So when The Final Reckoning dealt its most devastating blow with Luther's death, fans were understandably shaken. But according to longtime director Christopher McQuarrie, the decision wasn't made lightly, and it was years in the making. A goodbye rooted in story, not shock. In an interview with Empire, McQuarrie explained that Luther's death wasn't just for emotional effect, it was central to the film's core theme: sacrifice. The story was about sacrifice, McQuarrie said. The movie had no teeth without it, without some loss. It was a bold move, especially for a franchise known more for its elaborate stunts than emotional gut punches. But McQuarrie emphasized that the creative team didn't want the character to fade into the background, or worse, become a static figure in the team. Instead, the goal was to give Ving Rhames a proper send-off, one that reflected Luther's quiet strength and deep loyalty. Ving is such a phenomenal actor, such a giving actor, and the franchise wasn't giving him those opportunities, McQuarrie added. I said, we've got to get him out of the van and give him more emotional stuff to play. And he leaned into it. This was already forming in Fallout. Ving Rhames was on board from the beginning. Rather than resist the idea, Rhames fully embraced Luther's fate. The actor reportedly saw the decision not as a slight, but as a chance to bring true depth to a character that fans had loved but rarely seen take center stage. That kind of selfless exit mirrors Luther's personality, the ultimate team player, always watching Ethan's back from the shadows. His death, while shocking, wasn't gratuitous. It reinforced a painful but necessary truth in The Final Reckoning: the stakes have never been higher. Even in a franchise known for defying death, sometimes the cost is real and permanent. A character that defined loyalty. Introduced in Brian De Palma's original Mission Impossible, Luther began as a disavowed hacker, smart, skeptical, and fiercely principled. Over time, he became the heart of the IMF, trusted by Ethan Hunt in ways no one else ever truly was. While characters came and went, Luther remained. His knowledge, loyalty, and quiet moral compass grounded the series. And while Rhames often played second fiddle to the globe-trotting action of Tom Cruise, his presence was never diminished in the eyes of fans. His departure now leaves a significant void, not just within the IMF team, but within the Mission Impossible mythology. What's next for the franchise and Tom Cruise? With The Final Reckoning marking the emotional end of a chapter, questions remain about what comes next. Though Cruise has continued defying age and gravity with each installment, the actor is set to pivot. His next project is a comedy directed by Alejandro González Iñárritu, a far cry from the high-stakes espionage of IMF missions. The untitled film is slated for release in October 2026 and features a powerhouse ensemble, including Sandra Huller, Jesse Plemons, and Riz Ahmed. In addition, Cruise is still circling his space movie collaboration with McQuarrie and Doug Liman, which would make him the first actor to film scenes in orbit, a fitting move for someone who's spent his career pushing the boundaries of cinema. A farewell that will resonate. While Mission Impossible is sure to continue evolving and exploding, one thing is certain: Luther Stickell's sacrifice will not be forgotten. In an era where franchises often avoid consequence for the sake of continuity, The Final Reckoning took a rare risk, one that honored its characters and challenged its audience. In many ways, Luther's farewell isn't just about one man's exit. It's about the cost of loyalty, the power of friendship, and the legacy that can be built without ever needing to be the loudest person in the room. For fans of the franchise, that's a mission well accomplished.